treats Simon, Angelo probably did it to mess with Simon, but Angelo has no idea what's heading his way. Immediately, this video opens in a familiar spot. That's because this is Simon's house before it was fully built. As we watch Simon build his house, everything seems fine. Simon's gathering materials and heading into the mines as he's struggling to kill the mobs. But when the video cuts, things get weird. Simon is heading into the nether for the first time to collect glowstone for his base. As he heads back to set it next to his bed, Simon writes a message, and when he goes into F5, all of a sudden the glowstone is gone. Simon looks around confused, and as he types question marks in the chat, the video cuts. Wait, did Angelo just type in chat? That doesn't make sense. We can see at the beginning of the video Simon is in single player. How is that possible? In fact, what happened to the glowstone? Simon just went in F5 and it was just gone. You should have heard the sound of glowstone being broken. Well, it's obvious the person responsible is this alternate Herobrine. With Angelo writing,
where am I?
It's obvious this thing is keeping Angelo captive somewhere. And the reason I know this might surprise you. As of now, we've watched 5 videos on the Simon channel in this order, but if we rearrange them in their chronological order, things start making more sense. The first actual video is where we see Simon building this odd structure. Remember when I mentioned that it resembled Herobrine's structure earlier in the video? I also stated that it resembled a structure people used to build to summon Herobrine. This would explain why every odd occurrence takes place after Simon had built the structure, because in this video, he used the structure to summon this alternate Herobrine, which is why it spent all this time haunting Simon, but now it's gotten his friend Angelo, and Simon has to save his friend. Our video starts off with Simon in distress as he types in chat,
"Hi YouTube, can people get into your single player game?"
Simon is aware something's wrong. Angelo's message still in chat tells us that Simon never left the game and has been trying to figure out what happened. Notice how each message Simon types, instead of entering it in chat like he normally does, he instead deletes the message because he knows someone else is in the game with him. He musters up the courage and writes back to who he thinks is Angelo. "How are you here, Angelo?" Simon gets himself a bow and draws it, getting ready to defend himself while staying on high alert. He enters the nether and travels to a nearby portal, and when he goes through, we see Simon's old house, the one we saw in the episode Birthday, meaning we know this all takes place in the same world. Simon looks through a chest, but then notices something under his bed. When he breaks it, a giant hole was dug all the way to the bottom of the world. Then Simon snaps. He grabs his flint and steel and frantically burns his house. His reaction seems odd. We've seen him get scared at these occurrences before, but we've never seen him destroy his belongings like this. I believe that the hole Simon sees under his bed reminded him of what he saw when he went to look under the bed that was used to spy on him. They both were probably dug out holes, and Simon is now realizing that this wasn't the first time he was being watched. After Simon burns his old house, he runs back through the portal and heads back